Yes, sometimes I don't know what the command prompt is up to. Yep. There's this Standard Galactic Alphabet. So we should be good to go. Okay, hello everyone, this is Arafellum playing Commander Keen, Invasion of the Vorticons, Episode 3, Keen Must Die. Let's continue from... I guess it was saved to. And here we are. F4 for joystick. Calibration. Okay. So, I did have to replay one level to get back to where we were, but last time we ended the episode by dying a lot here in Vorta something or other. I forget exactly what it was called. But, yeah. Vortabella, I think it was. Yeah, we got all those laser beams there. And not many safe spots. And I was being overly careless. I'm not sure I even want to go over there. But that was close. As long as I'm here, might as well collect that. Ah, it went behind the sign. Yeah, I think I do want to go over there, because then I can fall down the right side, get the Florida Ninja plushie. Which are this game's equivalent of teddy bears. Yeah. Although, come to think of it, I do feel like I was getting more points than I should have been. Well, more lives, but more lives because of more points. So, I want to check that these are actually worth what it says they are. Okay, we're at 75 too. I don't think that guy can jump out. And I jumped too far. That's okay. If things go too badly, I can always reload. Huh, you can jump out. Alright, so 75 too. Am I far enough away that they're not spawning? That's good. 76. Yeah, the candy bars are worth 500. It says 100. So that would explain some of the more points than expected. Maybe not all of it, but at least some. And I can't see where the ground is there. Here's some ground. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, this does not look safe. Yeah, we know this is dangerous. And laser beam. Okay, I need to find a key card somewhere. But where? Yeah, jump too late again. Okay, this spot's safe. Maybe it's down here. It is down there. It's just a matter of getting into it without dying. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, this is a purely optional level, so why am I even bothering? because it's here. And I want to at least see the level. Yeah, and being stunned does not make you shorter. The laser beams will take down the big Vorticons, but not the child ones. Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, this level's evil. Yeah, they will push you back as well as stunning you. Plus, with how small and fast-moving they are, they're a pain to hit with your gun. Not impossible, but... let's at least see what the rest of it looks like. Okay, that's a GI. Which is probably short for Grand Intellect. But yeah, there's really nothing here. And it's not like it goes anywhere either. Alright, let's try the other fort. There's multiple ways to drop down. This almost looks like a missile silo. Okay, what do we have here? F-O-R-T, Fort V-O-R-T-I-C-O-N. Vorticon. How original. That's pointing to the right, so... clouds are solid. I kind of thought they had to be, because we've seen places in earlier levels where there was stuff that you have no possible way of getting to unless you're on the clouds. But, yeah, it's a missile silo. Okay. That's actual ammunition, and not a trying to kill you trap. But yeah, at this point I figure there's a pretty good chance I'll just game over. And we'll see what that's like. And then I can just avoid Vortabella. You've seen it, do not recommend. The barrels are most likely deadly, so let's avoid them. Yeah, they've got the radioactivity symbol on them. Spikes, pretty sure those will kill you too. There's a key card, we'll need that down there. Okay. You can go through these from the bottom. And we're back pretty much to the beginning of the level now. But yeah, there's something up there. Yeah, I think I need to stop going. Right, there you have to pogo. Here you can make without. There, you can do that. This, I think you can make without the pogo. And here's a bunch of hamburgers. Just gonna think of it. 44. Got 3 of them. Yeah, these are only worth 100. So it looks like they have the hamburgers and candy bars backwards. Which works out to your benefit because the candy bars are more common. But it's still weird. Okay, I think we need to fall down here this time. Seeing stuff on the side of the tunnel there. Don't know what they mean, if anything. Okay, that's just a light. It's just a light, it can't hurt you. But yeah, those hamburgers were meant to be more of a reward than they are. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah. Press the buttons too fast. Okay, you have to press pogo, release pogo, press jump quickly to get that first bounce off. And yeah. Okay, so I know there's a key card down here that I need. I'll get that first. That's almost ridiculously easy to get. Alright, I need to go up here. Might as well get that. It's basically free points. Yeah, I think it's 20,000 points as an extra life. Yeah, at least at 500 a pop instead of the 100 it says they are. 2 for 1,000, 4 for 2,000, 40 for 20,000. I did it again. Yeah, that's a tricky jump. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Let's do the jump, put your pogo on midair. And that's only 600 points instead of the 3,000 it was apparently meant to be. Okay, that one we determined was basically useless. No such thing as fall damage. Did I not go up through the bottom of one of these before? Okay, I think it's a matter of timing. Okay, that was luck. That was a matter of stupid. I had tons of shots anyway, so that's worth something. Yeah, let's just game over and see what happens. Yeah, was there anything down here of interest? Vorticons and a bit of shots. And some cake. Okay, so there is points down here, so there's that. Nothing you need to beat the level. Alright, so let's avoid Fortabella. I still haven't finished this level, so let's do that. I do want the secret stash in the sky. Yeah, that's the trick to it. You do your jump at full speed, you switch to pogo in midair, you bounce, and you make it. And then you stop pogoing because, yeah. Pogo does not control well. Alright, so here, you just fall right down, you go through the rocket, because it's not solid. You get a bunch of bonus points there. Yeah, if this is accurate, then those are 1,000, so 20 for a life. Then again, it wasn't accurate for the candy bars. So maybe it's not for those either. Alright, these are supposed to be 5,000. They do feel like they actually are. Yep. Yeah, the game's pretty colorful for only having 16 color graphics. Alright, now we have the Shaft of Doom. Kind of reminds me of one of the Metroid escape tunnels, except you're not on a timer. Okay, you can stay there by just pushing against the wall. there's some writing there. P-O. And presumably there's more of it. Vorticon gets laser beamed. This is not OSHA compliant. That's one way. Yeah, these are single shots, I think. 129. Yep. Single shots. And I jumped too late. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. And I missed that part. And it's basically free animation, so... you just need to make sure not to fall into the ice water, I guess. That could have gone better. I'm still doing fine on lives, because there is a decent amount of points here, partly because of the candy bars being the wrong amount. I'm definitely making an ammunition profit. So fall straight down here, land on the platform, shoot the Vorticon. Yeah, they do seem to kind of track you horizontally. Not super well, but well enough to be a menace. Maybe I should start with that part, if I'm going to do it at all. Honestly, I feel like I've lost more lives trying to collect the cake than I have gained from collecting them. that was close. Okay, back down the ridiculously long shaft again. Yeah, the ground textures changed 3 times along the way. Twice, 3 different textures. Something got shot. Yeah, that says pool. Apparently, Vorticons are okay with freezing cold water. Commander Keen is not. And there's a way back up in case you don't have the yellow key card. Or potentially a trap if you do. Okay, low contrast here. One of those balls they mentioned. Yeah, Vorticon kids apparently play extreme jacks, where the balls are ridiculously big and the jacks will kill you. The balls won't kill you, they just shove you around annoyingly. And it looks like it gets stuck down there, so let's not go that way. I saw an Ankh. We know from one of the other goals that's an invulnerability. But why, though? The jack, probably. Okay, and it blinks to let you know it's about to wear off. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna god mode the first part of the level. Oh, that's neat. Get the Ankh barrier. I assume that protects from hazards also? Yeah. They're not even solid. I need the key card. God mode also turns your pogo stick into a turbo booster. Or jetpack, basically. And I'll turn it off when I get back to where I was. Because, yeah, some of these levels feel like they need checkpoints, and there is no such thing in this game. There's a key card over here. Oh. The balls can still shove you around even if you're invulnerable. I guess that makes some sense. Yeah, what happens if you go down here? You're just stuck. You shoot them? Nope. And I don't think regular pogo would be able to get you out of that. Looks like the blue key card's optional, actually. The red one's unmissable. Alright, this is where I was, so... got bit off. Shoot them from a safe distance. There's a green key card, which I'll presumably need, since it's available. Yeah, if you don't get that, you're just stuck here. That's questionable level design. And these jacks are just annoying. Well, the balls. The jacks are deadly, the balls are annoying. Can I even get past this? With difficulty. And here's the exit. Okay. And actually, let's just clear this with God mode so I don't try to go back in here later. So what you're supposed to do, presumably, is come down here, although line drop into death water, jump across the platforms, grab the key card, jump back across the platforms without getting shot or knocked into the water by all the Vorticon kids. And there's this one tile here that looks kind of weird, but I don't think it means anything. Okay. And we've got 2 more holes here that also look completely optional. Let's take a look. That'll be a death laser, won't it? And the lights are shooting too. Oh, bad timing. Went too soon. Yeah, there's just lasers everywhere on this level. That was almost deadly. There's an exit, but I'm not sure I can actually get to it. Oh, that light is not shooting at me, which is good. Because if it were, I would have been dead. Oh, this can jump high enough to hit you. Oh, this level looks like another death trap. Then again, the name of the episode is Keen Must Die. And I keep forgetting how long it takes him to jump. The exit should be that way. Oh. Locked doors do strange things. And those can shoot through walls. If the exit's to the right, then what's the left? I think their jump height is random, which does not help. It also didn't look like there was anything else to the left there. Yeah, let's see what's through the red door. Oh, death. But besides that... Okay, you can shoot them. Don't know if they're safe to touch or not, though. Alright, we'll give this one more shot, and then I think stop. Yeah, there's no way you can get across that. Okay, what's this way then? It says exit, so presumably the exit. Okay, just to see what's there, I'm going to put on God Mode, explore the left side. And yeah, there's nothing else over here. There's an exit. Also, a bunch of ammunition that's ridiculously dangerous. Okay. If you go off the bottom of the screen in God Mode, you still die. Which I guess makes sense, but yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like stopping for now. I think next time we'll actually go for the exit you're supposed to go for in this level. The one to the right. And hope not to get shot by everything along the way. But yeah, this level looks like it's mostly a death trap and not anything useful. Although it kind of feels like most levels are. You really, if I remember right, you really only need to get to that one place we saw earlier where I think you needed to clear one level to get to the right teleporter, then go through some teleporter maze and get to a mountain-looking thing. So just... Oh, God Mode stays on the map if it's on in the level. Okay. Alright. Yeah, up here. You need to get here. Oh, we've got ice caps. As you clear this level, you can get over here. I think that's the end of the game, and that's just it. But also there's Messy. Messy? Right, they called it Messy. Okay, so we were here. That's on the northeastern continent. I think we cleared out the southeastern continent. Much smaller southern ice cap. There's the secret level, which, yeah, Messy comes here along their path, so I believe you get on them near the Grand Inlex Castle, kind of sail around the world for a bit, and eventually comes down here, where you then get off, and that's the secret level. I haven't done anything on this continent. There's one big level and 3 smaller ones. So yeah, that's what's left ahead of us. 3 cities over here. 1 city and 4, like, outposts, I guess, over here. The Mountain of Doom, which has an actual level, has an actual name somewhere in the information. Final boss and secret level. But yeah, we'll check more of that out next time, starting with actually finishing... Alright, we're in the northeast. Actually finishing the stage. Next time. The rest of the series so far is in the archives, including the first 2 games, Marooned on Mars and The Earth Explodes, as well as all sorts of other stuff if you feel like checking that out. I'm currently playing Rain World, recording and editing that a little bit anyway, and editing a little, playing quite a bit, posting on Mondays and Thursdays, so that's ongoing, and yeah, all sorts of other stuff. Feel free to check it out. And until next week, when we'll be coming back here, I'll see you all later. Enjoy your weekend. For those of you who like college football, that's starting up this week. So